I just got off from work. It's a Saturday. Time for a nice little solo mission. We'll go to some flea markets today if the weather holds up good. Starts sprinkling rain. I don't expect to find anything really because I haven't really scored anything big at a flea market. That's just the truth. I mean, so far I've been to a couple and I found like maybe one hat for $1 and maybe a couple movies, but I haven't really hit anything big. But who knows? Maybe today will be the day. Try to take in some flea markets when I'm off from work, and like I said, I don't really expect to find anything really. I mean, it would surprise me. I've not ran up on anything major, like earth-shattering. But hey, you never know. You have to get out there and hunt sometimes. I did find a game about 2 weeks ago. I did find a game at a yard sale. A lady had a Nintendo 64 game. It was Star Fox, and I was shocked. I've never played Star Fox for the 64, and I still have a 64 system that Larry sold me like years ago that I can hook up to the TV so I could actually play Star Fox if I want to. Okay, sorry, camera froze, but I'm back. But yeah, I'll be getting ready here. I'm gonna get home. Got to get myself ready, get myself prepared. We'll take some flea markets in, see what we can find today, folks. That's pretty cool. My dad used to have these model trucks. It's pretty cool. 1950s, 1960s. A little model car thing, you know. Look, roller cars. This is a nice little booth right here. That's pretty cool.
Shark.
Yeah.
It's a hunter's pal.
Yeah, it's
or
pretty
hunter's
cool.
pride, I mean. Yeah. I've got a couple of them.
Remember, hey, there's John F. Kennedy. My friend Jim likes John F. Kennedy stuff.
Yeah.
Tell him about that. Remember old Crocodile Dundee, where the guy had the little knife, and Crocodile Dundee pulls out his big one.
Yeah.
That's not a knife.
I've actually looked that very knife up. You can actually order that knife.
Oh, that's cool.
From the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He said, "That's not a knife." Cool.
See, right there's a World War II Cattaraugus Commando. Quartermaster Commando. That knife's $350.
That's
that
cool.
Which this one's not, but that's what they go for down in Myrtle Beach.
That's pretty cool, man.
This is a case Commando, made by Case. This is World War II. This is another Commando.
The stuff you see at a flea market, man, that's pretty cool. That is, man. I collect books, I collect comics and games, so I'm really not big on World War II stuff, so I don't really know anything about it.
This is a U.S. Navy.
Oh, cool.
U.S. Navy Mark I.
Yeah. That's good. Now, there could be a guy, he hits these flea markets all the time. He has a store, he buys anything almost. I don't know if...
U.S. Air Force Pilot Survival Knife.
I'll take...
This is 1981. This is not that old.
Well, it's about 40 years old. Yeah, I mean, It's weird to say that now.
This is old.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this is World War II.
Yeah. I bet those knives could tell a story.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is World War II as well.
Yeah, that's nice.
All of this stuff is 99% of the stuff in this bag is World War II. That's a U.S. Navy Mark I by Remington Powell.
That's cool, man.
And these things, I'm gonna tell you something. The metal that's in this knife right here is unfreaking believable. I haven't sharpened it or anything yet.
Darn. That's intense, man.
That's old.
There's a guy we know that I'm pretty sure if he's here, he will talk.
Here.
Yeah.
This is a Remington Powell Mark II, U.S. Navy.
Darn.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
that's Cosmoline on that.
Cosmo.
Yeah, that's what they pack knives in and stuff. That's how old that is. That's the original sheath and everything for that.
I gotta say it, man. That's impressive. I'm in awe of your, because I like history
Here is K-Bar, U.S. Navy.
K-bar makes a good knife.
That knife. That's World War II.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I say, it.
You can see that whole bag's plumb full.
That's. I'm in awe, man. I gotta say that I like history stuff.
Yeah. See here.
Yeah. You got a heck of a collection, man. I gotta say that.
Yeah. This is what's in this bag right here. This is the baby right here.
Here we go. Nice little vendors. Good little flea market. See what we can find here today. 50-cent DVDs. Hats I don't care for. Oh, here we go. For Halloween with these pumpkins.
Always time for Halloween.
5.
That's one of our... I enjoy some good horror movies. Good old marbles. Good old... Picked a good day to come out here. Already found something cool. See what kind of books and stuff right here we can find. Some VHS stuff. No, I don't collect VHS. Velvet doublet. See what's grease. This is the signature gun pose you gotta do.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold up, Jason. Get that signature guns, buddy. The misfit. Yeah, that's the story of my life. Life magazines. Yeah, that's a lot of life in U.S. Postal. It's pretty wild. Yep, got the king, buddy. Got the king right here.
Look it up on the internet.
Yeah.
Talk to the person. That's so crazy.
I thank you for the deal, man.
I mean, I think they are.
Free delivery. Got the King and the Undertaker. I got the Elvis and the Undertaker from that lady up there. Got a heck of a connection on her. Yeah, Undertaker going to retire. That's kind of sad. But buddy, I thank you for the movie there. I'll check you next time if you get some games in, man.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, ECW fan here, and if you watched the flea market video, I decided to put this all together into one big video and show the haul after instead of separating it, and I think it works better. Hopefully, we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this solo mission at the flea market, and I found some pretty interesting stuff today and had some cool conversations with some people, and that's the best thing about getting out now. The knife one was pretty cool. I enjoyed that the guy didn't mind me filming him talking about these World War II knives and him discussing them. That was pretty cool. I like history stuff like that, and having him describe Navy knives and Army knives, and I know nothing about knives, and I thought, well, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and film this. And I never did get the guy's face, but he described his collection of knives, which I enjoyed. So I hope you enjoyed that part in the video and brief glimpses around. And I just tried to film interesting stuff if I saw it. I picked up a couple comics, movies, and games, and it was some odds and ends stuff. And there's a movie here that I never have seen out anywhere, and I picked it up for cheap. But the final thing I show in this video did not come from the flea market. I actually was inspired by CJ. If he's watching this, he already knows what it is. But y'all, here we go. I'm gonna start with the comics first, and I picked these up. The booth didn't have much, and this is not in really great condition for the price I paid. I didn't pay that much at all for it. It's Superman Family 203, and I love these old Superman families from the 1960s and 70s. I believe it was Jimmy Olsen that this title used to be, and then it became Superman Family just to keep it running, and finally it just ended. They just ended it, I think, at 222. I believe it's the number they ended it at. But in Superman Family, a future what-if story of Superman marrying Lois Lane really did that there, and they continued it in some ways, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. Speaking of Supergirl, I picked up this homage cover of Peter David's 80-issue run on Supergirl. And I have like the first 15 or 20 issues of that run, but it ran into the mid-2000s or early 2000s. Hey guys, this is your friend ECW Fan, and I'm back. My camera phone audio went off sync, so we're going to go ahead and do this again. Anyhow, I started to show off Supergirl number 79 from the Peter David run, and if anybody don't remember, Peter David had an 80-issue run on a Supergirl title. It started in the mid-90s with Superboy, and his run, I think this was the longest running Supergirl title it's been made, DC's been able to do. It's the last couple issues used to book for some money of this run. I think from 75 to 80 used to be the valuable issues of the run because of the low print run. And that normally happens with books that's getting close to being ending due to being canceled. Superboy is one of those titles that it took me years to find issue 100. It took me years. The last 10 or 15 issues of that run are some of the hardest books to find in that. But that's all the comics. And I love this little homage cover, by the way. I love that homage cover to Crisis and the X-Men. So it's kind of cool. Now moving on, I did pick up some handheld trade paperbacks. And these are from the 80s. And these are nice little display things that I'm going to put on my shelf. It's so sad because you can sit there and see how much these was read countless times, and I mean it's worn. The pages are worn where it's been read so many times. But hey, I gave a hint that I picked these up in the video earlier, and these are two Elvis books from the 80s. The King, baby, King. Oh yeah, Elvis. What happened? Elvis Presley's greatest movies, stories, and photos. Elvis has left the hall. Right there. Moving on, I picked up some games. And I picked up games for 3 different systems, by the way. And I was trying to find somebody that dealt with PlayStation 3 games. I was trying, it's hard to find, PlayStation 3 games I need. And there used to be one guy I used to set up, him and his wife, and he had a lot of good stuff. And I used to pick up a couple PlayStation 3 games from almost every couple of months that they was set up, but I ain't seen him there the last month or two. I'm hoping I see him again. But I did pick up one PlayStation 3 game, and these are some weird cases. I have no clue what the deal is with these weird big PlayStation 3 cases. I've got like 2 or 3 of these in my collection. And Dark Sector, it has a weird rundown of their controls and everything. I'm not a big fan of Dark Sector. I've never heard of it, but it was cheap and it helps for the collection. Now, I walked up on this guy and he had a booth and he had a couple games, but nothing that I really wanted until I saw the Dead or Alive series. And yeah, Dead or Alive 1 and 2, Dead or Alive Ultimate 1, Dead or Alive Ultimate 2. And this is famous because, yes, I picked it up because you're fighting with volleyball girls. Oh yeah. I think they're up to 5 or 6 now on the Dead or Alive series. I was calling it 1 at Dead or Alive because I was thinking about Bon Jovi, but yeah, this is kind of cool. These titles have, you know, it's a worn case, but I was like, you know, for the cheap as I got them, I went ahead and picked it up. Now, another booth had movies, and in the movies, he actually had a game, and I told him, I was like, hey, dude, you got a game in here? He's like, yeah. And discs are in perfect shape. It's God of War, the 2-disc set. The special features is on the second disc. I'm going to open it up, by the way, too, so you can see. The discs are in great shape. Whoever had this really kept it perfect. Got the manual, and, you know, it's rare to see that. And this is nice. Nice little add-on deal to my PlayStation 2 collection there that's slowly around. And that's all the games. I didn't really find anything else game-wise. So let's get to the movies part and try to get this done. Now, movie-wise, I picked up some nice movies. And one of them I picked up in the inside of the flea market was Ocean's 11. Danny Ocean. And I always loved, this is probably one of my favorite George Clooney movies because he teams up with Brad Pitt and Matt Damon, and they go rob casinos, basically. That's his thing. He's a thief. And he's a good thief. And, you know, he's like, they said, you want to rob not just one casino, but 3 at the same time. That's pretty cool. Now, moving on, I picked up, here's one CJ will like, Universal Soldier, the collection, or the returns. I won't make me say the collection. My mind's off. But yeah. And CJ, if you stay tuned for this video, at the end, there's something nice to, you know, he knows probably what it is that I'm going to show, but I like this. Oh, Van Damme. And I got into this because it's weird because I start playing the Megadeth video, Crush, which was Goldberg's brief intro theme in WCW and the song for the return. Now, another thing I picked up at this flea market, and this surprised me, and yes, I know, Jason does not appear in Friday the 13th, the series. But the series itself is something I used to watch on Sci-Fi, and there was like, I think there's all 3 seasons are here, and there's like 60-some episodes in this. And it's kind of cool to see this, and all the discs were in great shape, and I picked it up because I've got Tales from the Dark Side, I've got the Hitchhiker's collections, I think 10 or 15 episodes of it, and it's kind of cool to get this. Yeah. So, moving on. The last horror thing I picked up, and this surprised me, and I've never seen this movie in person. I've never seen it. I heard it's really insane crazy, and it's Eli Roth's The Green Inferno, the director's cut. I'm pretty sure Eddie and Chris has this. I'm pretty sure that they're big horror fans. I have no clue. It said that this movie is insane crazy as a horror movie. So we'll see. I've never seen it. I've never seen the Green Inferno, but I've always heard that the movie was so insane with what they did that it's out there. Now, one of the booths that you saw me at, and in the video earlier at the end, was I picking up the Undertaker collection. Yes, the Undertaker, the Dead Man. Oh yeah. And this I come out in I think 2014 or 2015. I think it was a 25-year set. just running down his collection of matches. As they said, the Undertaker, he retired last year. Finally, his body had gotten to the point where he needed to retire, and it was sad. It was sad, and he gave everything he had. Really, I mean, you can't fault the guy. The guy was there 30 years, and even though as a fan, my interest had waned to the point where I rarely watch it now. I like, back in the late 90s, I was a huge fan of it. And The Undertaker was always there. Always, he was the American bad. I'm not going to swear in this video, but, it's represented here. It shows him as the biker taker, as they called it. But, yeah, he deserves it. So thank you, Undertaker. Now I got 2 Blu-rays, and I was kind of happy to find these. One of the Blu-rays, I've never seen this movie, is War of the Planet of the Apes, the latest one series. And I think this was the final movie in the whole series, because Disney owns Fox now, the film studio. They own this property. Me and Eddie and Chris, I think, had seen the first 2, Dawn and Rise. So we hadn't seen War of the Planet of the Apes. I think we've seen the trailers, but I think Chris and Eddie got to see it, and I was working, sad to say. But yeah, this one looks interesting. I can't wait to see it. I finally get to watch it. My dream goal, and this is my dream goal, is to find the Planet of the Apes collection at a pawn shop or flea market for cheap. The classic film series. That's my dream goal. I mean, if I could find the Predator series, and I almost picked up the Alien series, but there's like a disc missing from it. A disc. There's like a 9-set Alien series, all the movies, and there was one disc missing from it, and I didn't pick it up. But if I can do that, then I'm gonna do it. Now, speaking of a collection that I've completed now, I have all the Predator movies. This is Aliens vs. Predator, the 2 movie collection. And I've seen the first Alien vs. Predators, but I haven't seen Requiem, which everybody has said was a better movie. It was the second movie of this. So I now own all the Predator movies. I own the 4, and the last one Eddie said was just so terrible. He was glad not to see that one. I was like, oh well, I'll check it out. But yeah. So now I own all that. And the last one, now that was the last one I bought at the flea market. This one I picked up was actually at Walmart. And me and CJ was together, and you might have seen us in a video, or no, I didn't do a video on it, but we hung out and we hit a place or two, and he told me, and he showed me this. And I was like, where did you get that? And he's like, got it at Walmart, man. I got it in the Bluefield, Virginia Walmart. I was like, crap. I might have to look for that. I might have to look and get that. So I pretty much was over that way, and I was like, I'm gonna see if they have it. And I was lucky. This is the last copy on the rack. It's the Canon, upside down. It's the Canon Films collection. It comes with 9 movies from Canon Films. It comes with Missing in Action, Invasion USA, Cobra, The Delta Force, Masters of the Universe, which I really wanted on DVD. Cobra is another one I wanted on DVD. Over the Top, which, it's not that big an action flick. Bloodsport, which I've wanted on DVD. I've never heard of The Hitman or Hellbound. 2 films in the 90s, which is really weird to see that here, because Canon's main output was in the 80s. And it comes with the Canon Films Electric Boogaloo documentary, which, if you haven't seen, is worth the price of this documentary, which is just, it's got TNA in it. I'm going to be a minute. It's got nudity in it. But it just illustrates these 2 cousins that they're from another country that wanted to make movies. And they really didn't have the taste of critics. They just put out movies with action, insane action and lots of nudity. That was their thing. Female nudity. It was like I always remember to see me and CJ do this all the time. That one guy was like, "It needs to be sexy. It needs to be hot." And there was one of these films, and they kept it up. And the director was like, and even the actress that was doing the movie was like, "Look, it's enough hot. It's hot as it is. There's like there's a new scene in almost every part of the movie. We need to it's enough." But that's how he was. He's like, "It needs to be sexy. It needs to be hot." It was they would tell directors that, and it was funny. It was funny. For that, Canon had a lot of films. They had, man. I might start trying to search for them all. I've got a lot of them missing in action. They did the Death Wish series at I think 2 through 5 of Death Wish. I mean, Charles Bronson used to be on there, and I'm shocked he's not in this collection set. Because you've got Stallone, Lundgren, and or Norris, Chuck Norris. But yeah, this is really nice. This is really nice. And Jean-Claude Van Damme. So it's a nice little collection set. Like I said, if you haven't picked up the Canon collection, if you can find it, pick it up. A lot of good movies in this, and I'm very happy to get it. And that's it. That was it today. And I'm sorry this seems weird shooting this later, but audio messed up. But I thank you for watching, and if you like the channel, if you want to like and support it, you can. I never push that. It's up, I just do this for fun. That's how I've always been. So thanks for watching, and like I said, pick this up if you ever get a chance. Canon Films Collection. The documentary's really, really worth it for the funny aspect of it. Thanks for watching.